second down, it's Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Got a man. That's Allison. We're scoreless after one. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought.
And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Davis now to return it. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Squeeze, double.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
No. 319. 54, Mike.
Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 21 yards away. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers now to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to... man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. It's 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And again, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Rodgers again now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down and goal.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got you. Hey, yo. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I don't even know why. Hey, Charlie. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Here I come. 300. Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing now is Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams. 3rd down here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got you. 10-30. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Bravo. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They start the drive with Cook. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone, you got 4 down. Watch 4. Hey, we're good, we're good. Hey, orbit.
Play fake. Cousins. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Bring up 48.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Gun.
Here's Cousins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Gun.
1st down, here's Cousins. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target, but it'll be second down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Showing up. Showing up. Two. Come. 24 is the mic. Watch the cut. Zebra. Check. Like that.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Returnable here for Davis. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 18. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, 35 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? Two hands, and in this case, we just saw it with one hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Breaks a tackle. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. He's done. He's checking. Crash.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
3 yards on the play. First down, Vikings.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Check.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Good route here.
24 is the mic.
5.
24 is the mic. Get your swerve on. 24 is the mic. Go. Rush in. Shoot.
Gun.
Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? 24 is the mic. Rabbit.
Play action now. Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check three, check wide. Hey, can. Gun.
Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Come to my work. Hey, can. Mike 50. Hey, Steve 6. Mike 50. All day.
Now Cousins on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Man, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
To throw is Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Jump out. 54, right there. 54.
They'll look to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Mike 54. That's the run. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Back to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
258. Double dog. That's the way. 54.
On second down now. It's Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Gun. We got 4. We got 4. Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike. Mike. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Gun. He's creeping. Jam it. Jam it. Jam. Jam.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15-yard line.